Of course, this is in the honor of Carolyn Goodwin. I know many of you out there have developed a friendship, or did develop a friendship with Carolyn over the years. And you probably have some memories that you can run through your mind in the time that we do this. Without a doubt, Carolyn was an icon of our industry, and for health underwriters as well. She was a devoted, dear, and loyal friend to many of us, and a faithful and hardworking member of the health underwriters, DAHU, and DAHU. She loved her family. She loved music. She loved traveling, camping, her Harley-Davidson, gardening, chocolate, and her 3 beautiful fur babies. We'll be up there in just a minute. AJ, Reese, and Katie. She embraced every day with joy and gratitude. She never met a stranger and contributed so many blessings to so many. Many of you here in the room benefited from that. Carolyn owned Goodwin Benefits Group, specializing in small and mid-sized groups. She had 3 children, 9 grandchildren, and 3 great-grandchildren that she loved dearly. I shared some time, happy hours and dinners with she and Larry, and then spent some time, sometimes during holidays, with her and her family. And it was the most delightful time I've probably ever experienced, because they're just fun, loving people, and it was just a blast. The love was abundant and great times were had by all. They all loved Carolyn too, and I finally got to meet her son and instantly liked him and his wife. He looks a lot like Carolyn and has her sense of humor. Carolyn made herself available to whoever needed her knowledge, her comfort, her support, and her guidance. She was someone who made a special effort to help with every new acquaintance that she met and made them feel welcome. I don't have the number of new members that Carolyn recruited for DAHU or for DAHU, but I guarantee you it was many. She was a huge advocate of continuing education for agents having written it as well as presenting it numerous times. She was often vocal about the agents that were grandfathered and didn't attend CE anymore. She was also very involved legislatively and learned all she could about topics that impacted our industry and strived to keep agents informed. She heavily encouraged members to communicate with their legislators locally and nationally. Carolyn was always honest in all of her personal and business dealings and did this with candor, straightforwardness, and openness. You always knew where you stood with Carolyn, right? And she never held any grudges, no matter what the concern or the situation was. Some of the comments from other close friends were, from Ann Smith, Carolyn was not only my boss and mentor, she was a good friend and became more like a sister. We would laugh a lot and make fun of each other as it was our way of bonding and releasing frustration from the events of the day. Janet Trotwine. Carolyn was one of the most selfless people I've ever known. Always willing to go the extra mile, and you knew you could count on her. I'm sure Carolyn had no idea how much of an impact she had on all of us, but she was a person who really made a difference for many people throughout her life. Rusty Rice. Carolyn was one of 2 people responsible for my entrance into the DAHU board, even offering to wash my truck if I would. She also worked very hard for my campaign when I ran for DAHU president. He told the story of Carolyn running it late into a DAHU executive committee meeting one time and throwing her stuff on the table, and then just cheat. And she said there was a bottle of water in her purse, and the cap was not sealed, and her purse was half full of water along with her cell phone. Without a second thought, she looked up and said, "Well, look at that. Nobody told me my purse was waterproof." Luann Travney. My first memory of Carolyn was sitting at a carrier meeting, and from somewhere behind me, a female started asking questions. She was a new member, and I had not met her yet. She had good questions, one after another. So she later joined me on the DAHU board and held a difference she made. She was one of those people that made everything she touched succeed. She was tough, extremely smart, witty, and funny. She encouraged the board to work at different schools introducing the CHIP program and assisting with enrollment in conjunction with HHS. Her work in this area turned heads across the state legislature and with HHS. Carolyn loved meeting carrier reps and met nearly every one of them that ever contacted her. However, she always made it clear that membership to DAHU was an important component of her doing business with them. She was also a fiercely loyal friend, to your face and to your back. She was a leader that you would follow into any battle. She's still here with us in spirit, urging us to always do the right thing. When Carolyn joined the DAHU board, the board was falling apart. The prior president filled the board with his employees, and when he left, he took them off the board, leaving DAHU to fill a lot of new positions. I was one of them as membership chair, and decided to repeat the positions for another year, which actually kind of became a way of doing things for several years. We always had to agree to stay on the board for 2 years if you joined it. And it just to have some board consistency and get us back off on the ground. Summer's still very involved in DAHU, and I'm not sure she ever left the DAHU board, even while serving in so many other areas. I don't know how many years Carolyn was a trustee, but several, and she was still active at the time she died. She served 3 terms for DAHU, 1 2 years in a row, and then later as well. She was on the DAHU board of directors as marketing chair, convention chair, trip chair, and went through the ranks to the DAHU presidency. She was Region 6 chair positions as LPRT chair, nominations chair, media relations chair, and legislative chair. And then she held the media relations vice chair and chair for DAHU. She received the William Wetzel Excellence in Public Speaking Award in 2004, the Distinguished Service Award 1998 and 2009, Presidential Citation 2002 and 2007. The DAHU awards that she got were the Mary Award for Public Service in 1997, Outstanding Texan 2001, Ken Martin Excellence in Communication in 2006, the highly esteemed Hollis Robertson Award for DAHU in 2012. She also won the Shirley Hutzler Legislative Excellence Award in 2013, and then was presented the Presidential Gavel in 2007-2008. For DAHU, she was Underwriter of the Year in 1998, and the Henry Dawson Award in 2008. She was an Eagle Level Leading Producers Roundtable member for numerous years, and she received the Presidential Gavel for 2001, 2001 to 2002, and 2004-2015 for DAHU. She was also the chair of the DAHU annual golf tournament that we held for many years. And that was, a lot of you participated in that, and we always had a good time. She wrote and collaborated on 14 different CE classes. She delivered 47 CE classes with over 100 CE credits. She was spokesman for DAHU and TAHU in print and on television, and she raised over $200,000 in charitable fundraising. She definitely was an amazing woman. And at the time she died, DAHU sent me this. There's 5 pages, single-spaced, of the things that she served on and things that she did for our association. So she not only was a very amazing member, she was a truly amazing friend.